Hi guys, welcome to the Gypsy Food Network, and tonight, or this afternoon I should say, I'm going to show you guys how to make a magical pie. It needs no crust whatsoever. It's called a magical coconut pie. That's what I call it. I made this a long time ago. I was like about 4 or 5 years old. And what happened was we went hunting, and me and my mom ended up staying at a cabin. It wasn't a cabin, I should say a log cabin, because everybody else got to go hunting. But my mom was expecting my little brother, and what happened was we had to stay. So my mom was keeping me entertained with a magical pie. So we're going to use 4 eggs, and you beat your eggs like this. You know how to beat eggs, I'm sure. And you just crush the little yellow out, and you just keep on beating. And then what we're going to do is add a cup of sugar, which I already have it all measured out for you guys. You pour that in there. And then you get a teaspoon of vanilla, which I already have everything all set it up here. And you put in your vanilla. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So you get your teaspoon, and you put that in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our 1/4 I should say, 1/4 of salt. Remember, this is a magical pie. And also we're going to add 2 cups of milk, which I already have measured here. And you pour that in there. You pour everything all together. Then we're going to put in 1 cup of flour. And then we're going to mix this up first and incorporate everything together. And it'll just start to mix up by itself. And as you can see, it's starting to form. And just kind of move it around. And then what you do is, after you're done, you get your whisk and you start to whisk it up. And you just keep on doing that till everything gets incorporated. And I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I mixed everything up. Now make sure that your oven is set to 325 degrees, and bake it for 50 to 60 minutes depending upon your oven. My oven runs a little faster, so I will be checking it probably like at 40, 45. And then make sure that the middle of it should be set in the middle of your pie. Make sure that it is set. Kind of put a little toothpick in there, or a knife, a sharp knife, and check it out. Okay guys, the last step to it is you get your coconut, and you just dump in your coconut, and you stir it in there. Now make sure you have a cookie sheet underneath as well, because this is a very loose pie, so make sure that you don't drip it all over the place, or don't drip all over your oven. So I'm going to pour it in there, and I will be right back, guys. Okay guys, welcome back to the Gypsy Food Network. As I told you guys, this is a magical coconut pie, and you add 4 eggs beaten, 1 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 cups of milk, 1 cup of flour, 1/2 cup coconut. Preheat your oven to 325. Mix all your ingredients well. You need a 9-inch pie dish, and bake it for 50 to 60 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to check my oven approximately 40 to 45 minutes due to the fact that my oven runs a lot faster. And then when you're done, you just go ahead and you put a toothpick, or you put a sharp knife in there. And I made some separates in the side, but as you could tell, it is very, very loose, so be careful. That's why you need a pie sheet underneath it. I'm sorry, a pie sheet underneath it, or a baking sheet, I should say. And I made individuals. I am going to have company, so I got a lot of baking to do, so I will see you in 40 to 60 minutes. Okay guys, I just took it out of the oven, and as you can tell, it'll have custard in the middle, coconut on top, and the crust is on the bottom. it makes its own crust. That's the one that I put in the pie plate, and these are the ones that I put in those little bowls. Remember, I didn't cut a slice off of it as of yet because it's still hot. I just took it out of the oven, but I wanted to show you guys the finished pie. So it's called the Magical Pie, and as you can see, it did it all by itself. So once I cut a slice, I will come back and show it to you guys if the company don't grab it. Okay guys, I'm back to show you guys. As you can see, it made its own crust, and there is the slice, and as you can tell, it does have the filling in there, and you're good to go. Thank you for joining us on the Gypsy Food Network, and thanks to all our viewers, our subscribers, and our friends. God bless. We'll see you next time.